to a special edition of Sticky Notes. Your Halloween special. Thank you. You should see these lights in here. They're nice and purple. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, pretty Halloween themed.
Yeah.
I would say.
So today we are gonna talk about favorite
Halloween.
candies.
No, the worst candy.
Oh yeah, the worst candies. Now we're gonna talk about our favorite candies. So
Disgusting.
we're gonna rate our worst candy.
Yes.
T's top 5. So I think we should start off with that.
Okay.
Number 5 we got coming in.
Dots.
So dots. Dots are disgusting.
Dots suck. Put one of them things in your mouth, you're gonna pull out a filling for sure.
There's like no flavor. It's just like, you know, the type of candy where you eat it and it just makes your stomach hurt because it's so fake.
Why do they even give those things out? I'm trying to who said that was a good candy?
I feel like it's a boomer thing.
Every single one of them tastes the same.
Yeah.
They're all different colors, but they all taste the same.
They remind me of something from like the 1960s or something.
And then kids put the whole box in their mouth and come home with like 3 teeth.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 4, we have
Milky Way.
Milky Ways.
Milky Ways, the most original, the most original candy bar. It's like just chocolate and what's it filled with?
It's like a marshmallow, fluffy.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
There's no peanuts. There's no.
There's no crunch.
There's nothing to it. You just bite it. I used to put mine in the freezer. You gotta make
I'm
it
not
interesting.
surprised.
You gotta make it interesting somehow. You gotta do something to this thing because there's nothing to it.
I would just eat the chocolate and I would not eat the marshmallow part.
I think the coolest thing about a Milky Way is the wrapper.
Yeah, it's a cool wrapper. Apparently, though, I forget what they're called, but the dark chocolate ones are really good.
They're gross. I hate dark chocolate.
What?
Number 3.
You haven't had a good dark chocolate.
All right, but we spent way too much time on Milky Ways. Number 3.
Almond Joy.
Almond Joys.
Almond Joys suck.
Yeah, almonds and
Almond
chocolate are
Joys
good,
are the
but
worst.
not almonds, chocolate, coconut.
If I go up to a door and they're handing out Almond Joys, I'm turning around. Like,
Yeah.
Why?
They're not good.
But that's not as bad as what's coming in at number 2.
Pretzels.
Why the hell would you give a kid a bag of pretzels?
That's the whole purpose of Halloween.
No, they think it's okay because the Halloween themed pretzels, they're like pretzels that are shaped like bats and like scary stuff.
They're still pretzels. You're not supposed to give out anything but candy on Halloween.
That's like somebody giving you an apple on Halloween.
And number 1,
Candy corn.
Candy corn is disgusting.
the worst thing about Halloween is probably candy corn. And they make it the Halloween colors to try and sell it to you, but it still tastes like crap.
Do you know candy corn, you're actually supposed to build it and it looks like a corn on the cob?
What?
Yes, that's why it's called candy corn.
No.
Yeah, no,
It's
alright.
totally mind.
Let me show you.
Mind blown emoji.
Let me show you. That's what it's supposed to look like. Like if you build it,
What?
it ends up looking like corn on the cob.
No way.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like this.
Alright. In the hood, we never did anything like that. There was no way we was ever even thinking about doing
I don't think
anything like
anybody
that.
thinks about that.
Alright, well that wraps up T's top 5. Boom, 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 boom. So what were some of your favorite candies?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups will always be my number 1 favorite. I'm not a candy girl. I like chocolate. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I'll do my top 3. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups,
Number
Twix,
2.
and Butterfingers.
Oh, I always forget about the Butterfingers.
Me too. They're good.
I think an underrated one is Whoppers too. I like Whoppers. I don't know. I was a big fan of Whoppers. So I would probably say my favorite one is Kit Kats.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to switch it up on you.
I see.
Yeah, because they don't give out whatchamacallits.
No, they don't.
Yeah. But my favorite item that they give out is the popcorn balls.
Right.
Have you ever had a popcorn ball?
I've never
You've
seen
never
a
had
popcorn
ball.
No.
Well, just picture like a Rice Krispie
I'm not in
treat
that age
in the
bracket.
shape of a ball made of popcorn.
Okay. How do you eat that? Is it soft? Is it hard?
No, it's hard. It's good.
Okay.
It's ridiculously good.
All right.
I'm surprised you've never had one.
I've never heard of it until now.
So, let's hear a couple scary stories.
Dun, dun, dun.
The story of the haunted ventriloquist doll. When Marty was a child back in the 90s, she says that she was a fan of ventriloquist Edgar Bergen and his dummy sidekick Charlie. She says that when her father came across the ventriloquist doll as he wandered through a small magic shop located outside of Santa Rosa, California, he decided to buy it for her birthday. While ringing up the sale, Marty says the cashier gave her father weird vibes and said to him, "You know when you put your hand inside that doll, he's gonna come alive." Laughing off the comment, he brought the dummy home to his daughter. According to Marty, she was over the moon when her dad gave her the doll, saying, "I was so happy when I got that doll, I was obsessed." But before long, strange things began happening. Though impossible because the doll's head was made of hard plastic, she says its expression would change, including its smile. Worried something would happen to her precious dummy, Marty's family shut it away in the cupboard most nights. One night, she and her family were awakened by the pitter-patter of steps in the living room. Thinking it was a dog or another family member, they went to go look. No one was there, except for that little dog who was sitting on the couch. We remember specifically where we always put it away because I loved that dog so much that I took care of it, Marty said on the podcast. Other strange occurrences began happening. While Marty and her dad were away, her uncle was alone in the house. The uncle says he heard Marty calling his name from the living room, even though he wasn't home. When he went to go look, he found that little doll again, sitting on the couch. Nobody else there. All of the family was pretty much scared of this dog. Marty says people would start hearing their names being called, and we would go walking around looking. Nobody there at night. So we decided that we need to get rid of that dog. Being Mexican and religious, Marty says her parents wanted to burn that dog. It was a bruja. In case it was demonic, they put it on the grill. According to Marty, it wouldn't burn. This doll would not go up in flames at all, whatsoever. They tried cutting up with a knife, but they couldn't do it. Finally, they threw that damn thing in the trash. After the garbage came, he went out there to go get the trash. Inside it, what you think? That little doll. They had to get rid of that thing. So they dug a hole in the backyard and filled it with cement. They filled the hole with cement and put the doll in there. But guess what? That damn dog got out.
What happened to it?
It got out.
It's Okay, that was pretty good. All right, so mine is called the red wristband. A doctor was working at a hospital where the patients were tagged with colored bands. Green, alive; red, deceased. One night, the doctor was instructed to get a few supplies from the basement of the hospital, and so he headed to the lift. The lift doors opened and there was a patient inside, minding her own business. Patients were allowed to roam around the hospital to stretch, especially those who have stayed long. The rule was to be back in their rooms before 10. The doctor smiled at the patient before pressing the number for the basement. He found it unusual that the woman didn't have a button pressed already. He wondered if she was heading to the basement too. The lift finally reached the floor, where the doors opened. In the distance, a man was limping towards the elevator, and in a panic, the doctor slammed the elevator button to close. It finally did, and the lift began to ascend back up, the doctor's heart's pounding. "Why did you do that? He was trying to use the lift," the woman stated, annoyed. "Did you see his wrist?" the doctor asked. "It was red. He died last night. I would know because I did his surgery." The woman lifted her wrist. He saw red. She smiled. "Like this one?"
Son of a... Good one. I like it.
Thank you. All right, well, let's get into, actually, one of my favorite things about Halloween are all the scary movies. The scary movie marathon.
Scary movie marathons? Okay, so what is your favorite scary movie?
Ooh, that's a good question. I love the classics. I love all the Halloween movies. I love... Yes. The Shining. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you?
Halloween 5 is my favorite Halloween movie.
All right, so I figured we could talk about some of our favorite Halloween serial killers, I guess you could call them.
Serial killers? Serial killers?
Yeah, they are serial killers.
Real life serial killers or
Halloween ones.
Halloween serial killers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Halloween themed.
Here are the 5 scariest Halloween characters. We're gonna rate them from least scariest to scariest.
Yes.
So the most scariest one out of all of those is gonna be number 1.
So we have Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, Pennywise, and Michael Myers. So for you, who's your number 5?
Number 5, the least scariest one of those guys is Jason. He's not scary to me. Who's scared of a hockey match? Seriously.
Right.
Number 4.
You're 4.
You're 4.
No, you're 4.
Our 4.
No, we're not doing this together. We have separate lists.
Number 4. Leatherface.
All right, Leatherface.
Number 3. Michael Myers. Number 2, Freddy, and number 1, Pennywise.
All right, we have a similar list. My number 5 is Jason. Jason, I think, is the most human out of all of them, but he's not scary.
Right.
None of the Jason movies are scary. Number 4 for me, Leatherface. Leatherface. I mean, yeah, wearing the skin of another person on your face is creepy, but it's like, whatever.
Right.
Number 3, Michael Myers. Although Michael Myers is my favorite, I just feel like he only comes out one day a year on Halloween in the same town, Haddonfield, Illinois.
He's got the best song.
He doesn't run, but yeah, he still kills everybody.
He's got the best song.
It's easy to escape Michael Myers. He does have the best song, but I feel like it's easy to escape him.
Number 2.
Freddy. appears.
In
You
your
can't go to
nightmares.
sleep. You're gonna die either way.
He's in your nightmares.
He crawls out of your skin. And number one for me is Pennywise the Clown.
Yes. You just had two.
He's terrifying.
You had two that were flip flop.
He can like transform into like anything, anywhere, and like roll up on you. Like you could be Pennywise right now, and I wouldn't even know.
All right. So, do you have a memory that you want to talk about from Halloween? Like something that sticks out of your head?
One time I got shot in the butt by a BB gun on Halloween.
You got shot in the butt.
Yeah, the BB gun. That was fun.
That was probably pretty painful.
I'll tell you one of my costumes that I wore when I was a kid that might make you upset.
Why would it make me upset?
I was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Ah, stinking Cowboys.
Yeah, I went to my mom's job, and
How dare you?
a lot
I
of the
blame your
guys there
parents.
wouldn't give me
I
candy.
blame your parents. How dare you
I
guys?
just wanted to be a cheerleader. What about you?
I only had one costume ever, and it was a vampire. I was pretty proud of that costume. Thank you, Mama.
What are we gonna be for Halloween this year?
This year, going as Purge people.
Dun dun dun.
That should be dope. Shout out to M. Night. Thank you for having us. Pretty happy about that. Pretty excited about that.
All right.
So, couple things we want to let you guys know before we leave here.
So next week we got our NFL
Sports picks.
for week 9.
Week 9?
Yeah, this is week 8.
Oh man, this is
Keep up.
yeah, I gotta keep up. And we have a election special coming up, which is
Yeah. Don't think it's not going to be super political, but we just figured it's good to talk about.
we're gonna talk about a lot going on in the community.
We have guests next week for our NFL episode and the election episode.
Yeah, we have a couple guests coming on
Mm-hmm.
for the sports picks, which is going to be pretty exciting. We got
Mm-hmm.
2 Cowboys fans going to be on here.
Dallas sucks.
We won't say that while they're on here, though. We're gonna respect them. But yeah, we got a lot coming up, and I hope you guys stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time for another episode of
Sticky Notes Podcast.
You hear the sirens, turn white like Michael Myers. Sirens, turn white like Michael Myers. You hear the sirens, turn white like Michael Myers. Sirens, turn white like Michael Myers. You hear the sirens, turn white like Michael Myers. It don't matter what turn white like Michael Myers. You hear the sirens, turn white like Michael Myers. Sirens, turn white like Michael Myers. Feel like Halloween, it's time to get under your skin.